Hi everyone and welcome back to some more Ride 4 here on this channel. I'm KPG-GOONER here and we're just about to jump straight back into the career that we started in the previous video. And also don't forget I did a video on the bike list as well of all the bikes that's available from day one, and there is some awesome legendary vehicles, so check that out. Right, so we start off with a short course around Mugello, and I think this is a time attack, so let's get straight into this and see if we can do it first time. So here we go. Right, so here we go with the first test in today's episode. This is a short version of the Mugello circuit, which is a fantastic circuit. If you've ever raced around this circuit on any racing game, it is awesome. Right, so we have to maintain a decent speed through the gates. We've got to go up to 139, which is not going to be a problem on this straight. And there you go. And let's see what this bike is like under braking. And try and turn it in. And we managed to do that second gate. Okay, back up the hill. Let's be careful. That's nicely done. Hard on the brakes again. Turn it in. Oh, started really well here. And that is in the perfect position for that one. And this is going really well. So that's 6 gates completed. Right, and through that one. Oh, we weren't going the right speed for that one. So we've just got a penalty point. And, oh, we've mucked up that one as well. But let's go right to the end. Let's see if we can still get a decent time. Hopefully, if we can do it really quickly, then that second penalty will not affect us. Oh, we're going a little bit too wide. Oh, no, we're going to muck it up. Oh, this bike, oh, it doesn't steer very well. And we've got a 2.5 second penalty. So that is going to hinder us. Yes, that wasn't great. I think we're going to have another attempt at that. But none of these tests are easy, especially these ones. And we were quite, oh yeah, we got bronze. Let's have another go at that and see if we can do it the next time. So here we go. Right, let's have another go at that. That wasn't the greatest. So let's see if we can do it. Now, we mucked on those 2 gates that just threw us out, and we sort of threw it away. We can't afford to get any penalties, so let's see if we can improve on this one. You can adjust the settings on the bike, but let's just try and do it on the default setup first. And get nicely turned in. That was nicely done. And just keep it in a good line through this. We did okay on these first 6 gates, so we should be okay. Yes, managing to do that one again. And that one's nice. Yes. Right, this is where we mucked up. Let's make sure we've got decent speed going through this one. And again, we just backed off slightly. We're just braking a little bit too early for that one. So we got a half a second penalty. But let's see if we can do a little bit better towards the end. And that's nicely done. We really mucked up here. Let's brake a little bit earlier. And hold it. And that was much smoother through there. Oh, there you go. So is that half a second going to affect us? As long as we can get across the line in decent time. And I think we should be okay. That was a much better run, I must admit. But we got half a second penalty. Nope, it's still good enough. There you go. So we still complete the tests and we move on to the next one. And the next one is another test around the Mugello circuit. So let's get straight into that one. So here we go. Right, so next up is a lap of the full GP circuit. So this should be really, really good. And we've got to do it in, under 2 minutes. So that's a challenge. Hopefully we should be able to do it. I mean, it was quite difficult on that last test because you have to take specific lines. But we've done loads of laps around Mugello, so I'm sure it won't be an issue. So let's get straight into this and see if we can do this first time on the CBR 600RR. So here we go. Right, so this should be a different experience. We're racing around the Mugello circuit at a different time of day, and we've got the headlights on. And this means that the tyre temperatures are going to be different as well. So this should be interesting. And we've got to achieve a time under 2 minutes. But this bike's pretty quick, so we should be okay for that. Let's see if we can get a good start. Get turned in. See what sort of speed we can get up to along the straight on this 600. We should hit close to 150, I would think. Yeah, we should do. And off we go. 145, 148, 49. Oh, 150. We hit 150. Hard on the brakes. Ooh, the back was a little bit loose then, under braking. And we've got to be careful because that rear tyre is not heating up as well. Being a little bit different time of day. And you can adjust all the different times of day on this game, weather conditions and stuff like that. So that is something that adds the difficulty. That's not too bad through there. Let's see if we can get a really good first lap in. And nicely done through here. This is one of my favourite parts of the GP circuits. This fast flowing right-hander. This bike does understeer a bit, but like I said, you can always alter the settings of the bikes. Obviously, because it's a standard bike, you probably will only be able to adjust certain things. I haven't done any upgrades. We're going to do that when we buy our first bike. I mean, these are the ones that we're getting from the rewards, but I will purchase a bike obviously later in the career, probably the next episode maybe. Not too bad, got a little bit wide there. Let's keep it nice and tight. We've still got all 30 seconds to go if we want to get the gold. And this section's nicely done. And this is not a bad first attempt. I think we should be able to do it. And final bend. Let's just smoothly open the throttle. And there we go. We should be able to do it. And that was a good lap. It wasn't too bad. And oh, that looked very close. Have we done it? I mean, I didn't push it. I must admit, I was backing off a little bit here and there. I just wanted to get a decent lap in. Oh, no, it was good enough. There you go. Awesome. So we move on to the next event, and I think that's those ones completed. So let's see what is next there. Here we go. Events completed in that section. Let's move on to something else in this European regional license and see what is on offer, because we have unlocked some other tours as well. So we've got the British Rookie Cup or Stock 600 Cup. Let's go with this one. And we've got Cadwell Park, Brands Hatch and Oulton Park. So this should be good. And what bike are we going to get to race in this one? And it's the one that we've just got on our reward. Now, I'm not going to do any upgrades. Let's just jump straight into the first event around Cadwell Park and see if we can complete that. And it's going to be our first race as well, so this is going to be fun. Right, so here we go with our first race, and it's the short circuit around Cadwell Park. And it's another circuit I've done a track day round. So this should be really good. It's got that really tight corner at the start, so it's only the short version. So let's see how we do. We're on a lower powered bike now, so it should be okay. This is our first race. And slow into the corner. Oh, be careful. Someone's come off! Oh, someone came off on the corner. That is such a vicious corner, that one. Right, let's just be careful. Now, the AI level is on 90%, I think, at the moment. 80 or 90%, but we will up it in the next event if the AI are too slow. Just wanted to gently bring ourselves. I didn't want to just stick it on the hardest level straight away, but I probably will end up getting there pretty quickly once I get used to the game. But let's see how we do. Managing to hold that nicely, so we're definitely quick enough for about 80%, so let's stick it up another 10% in the next race, and hopefully we can keep on doing that. Hard on the brakes, let's keep that steady. That wasn't too bad again, so we're managing to slow down nicely into that turn. I mean, I must admit, this version of the circuit is not my favourite. I prefer, I prefer the full circuit, to be fair. That long black back straight is awesome. Let's keep it steady through here. And this is the corner I hate. Going a little bit wider, making sure we don't get bumped off. And we're just managing to maintain a decent gap. I haven't upgraded this bike, so we're around the same, I'd say the same performance points as the others. I mean, I could have put a couple of upgrades, but I didn't want to go too high on the performance points. I think we'll probably use this bike today in these events, but I definitely feel if we jump into another cup, maybe we can buy a bike. We might have to anyway, but let's just see if we can finish this off. So we've got a couple of corners to go, and we're going to take our first victory, and then we go to Brands Hatch, and I think we will bump up the level as well, because we want to have a decent challenge. And there we go. So that was nice, comfortable, good start. But look at that rear tyre, didn't really heat up, but that circuit's not really going to get the heat in the tyres very quickly. So there we go, first win, and that felt good. Right, so let's move on to the next event and see. I don't know whether it was a race around Brands Hatch. It may be a race or a time attack, but anyway, let's get straight into it and see if we can get some more points on the board. Right, so next up is a time attack, and I'm going to use the same bike again. Yeah, I've decided, we'll just use this bike for these events, and then in the next episode, hopefully we get to buy a new bike. But I can't obviously alter the level for the time attacks, but I think the third race around Oulton Park is a race, so I will up the AI level for that. But let's get straight into this. So we got to get the gold, we need to finish in 55.4. Let's see if we can manage that. We should be okay around here. And we still got to do I will do some gameplay in different camera views as well. But I've only been playing the game just over an hour or so, so still getting the grips. And I'm going to try and pump out as many videos as I can. At least try and get one episode out a day. And really enjoying the game, I must admit, especially the sounds. It sounds so much better this version compared to previous. I can't wait to get this on PS5. That is going to be unbelievable. And let me know in the comments below who's getting a PS5 or who's going to get the new Xbox X. There's loads of people got different opinions on both consoles, but they're both going to be super powerful, almost PC quality, and yeah, I cannot wait. I've already got a list. Obviously it'd be Ride 4 and Gran Turismo 7. That's going to be something that I'm going to look for. There is one game that I would also like to see on the PS5, and that's Injustice 3. I like the old fighting games. I like Injustice 2, so I'd like to see that third one come out on the PS5. That would be awesome. And that felt quite easy, really. That bike handled quite well around that circuit. No need to adjust the bike for that circuit. And we did it in 54.755. So that gets us the gold, 20 points. And we move on to the final event in this Rookies Cup. And hopefully we can complete that as well. So let's get straight into it. So here we go. Right, so I've upped the AI level now. So let's see how we compete against the AI now. So we've still got a standard bike. And we're starting on the third row. So we should hopefully get a good start here. And that was not a bad start. And we've turned the traction down as well. So let's just take a wider line into this first corner. Nicely done. Just trying to avoid any contact. This version of the circuit is quite tight on certain parts, so let's be careful down this section. Let's just try and hold a decent line. Oh, bit of contact from behind as we put the brakes on. And let's just keep up with the leaders. And I think we've got, I can see a British rider in front of us. Let's get past this Spanish rider. Thank you. Got past Victor. And we got Finley Cooper in front. Oh, they're 2 British riders. So let's just hold this line. See if we can keep up with them. So already you can see that as soon as you bump the AI level up, they're gonna compete with you a little bit more. I've heard that the AI on the hardest level really do give you a race, so that is something positive. And I always found that the AI on previous ride games weren't up to scratch, but this time we might have a challenge. So let's just try and, oh, we've got a bit more pace along the straight there on the outside. Turned in. That was not too bad, so we're into the lead, but they're going to probably try and retake on the slow section, so let's just be careful we don't get bumped off here. It's only a 3-lap race. Let's be good on the brakes. Always coming around the outside here. Let's just try and hold that line, and that's not too bad. Just trying to fend him off and just keep it tight. And oh, I just touched the grass there and I got a penalty there, so that's a bit harsh. Wow, literally touched the grass. But let's not panic, we're still leading the race. We've got Finley Cooper pushing behind us, so let's make sure we don't give him the opportunity to try and get back in the race. It's not too bad around that turn, and this is going to be quite a good last lap, I think. So let's see if we can just hold him off. Nice and tight in there, that's not too bad. Try to take that corner a little bit quicker, but this Finley Cooper is still pushing hard behind us. Don't know what bike he's on, but let's be careful we don't give him the opportunity. Into that turn, try and make sure he's on that. Oh, I think he's on a KTM there. Oh, he was trying to come up the inside, but we've managed to fend him off. But yeah, he is pushing hard. So yeah, just bumping up the AI level shows that they're going to compete a little bit more. But I think in the next race we're going to put it up another 5%. I think we can go a little bit more. Looks like we're going to finish up with the points here, as long as we don't muck up this final bend. And this is another awesome circuit. There we go. Job well done. And we're going to take the victory. Right, that penalty point was only small, so that shouldn't affect us. We still should get the points. But yeah, that was really interesting. That was. I really enjoyed that. And oh, it was a KTM. There was quite a few KTMs in there. So there was only one other Yamaha. So, but we managed to get the points. That's all that matters. Right, we're going to jump in to see what is going to come next in the next episode, and I'm going to allow you to choose. So let's get straight into it. So here we go. Right, so in the next episode, you've got a choice. We've got Stock 600 Cup. We could do that. It's got 4 events on all various different circuits there, so that's going to give you a bit of a mixture there. We've got exhibition events that we could try. We've got Europe or naked bikes. Let me know what you want to see. I mean, I am not fussed at this point. I just want more bikes, more trying different circuits, and just absolutely loving this game. Can't wait to get onto the World Series now, seeing how good some of these circuits are on this category. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next episode.